Hi guys, it's Chessa with Checker. Welcome to our 4th episode of our Market Share Social Quilting event. It's a virtual sharing of the newest quilting and sewing products to help you grow your business. May is traditionally when in-person spring quilt market takes place, but no worries. We have a special month, as you have already noticed, and it was planned specifically for you guys so that we could virtually share hundreds of products and new fabrics. To make ordering easy for you, there is a link in the description of this video as well as a pinned comment that will take you to our website with only the items we are showing today as well as items that are being referenced or go along with other things we are showing today. If you would like to take a second look, make sure you pop a comment in the questions and we will make sure to bring it out and show you again or answer any of your questions. It's always fun to see where you're watching from, so make sure you leave a comment with your shop name and location and maybe you'll get a shout out. Again, you can ask questions at any time. Sometimes we answer them on the go, sometimes we wait until the end. It just really depends on how things are flowing. Also, a lot of times our vendors as well as our buyers are standing by and they are the exact person we want to answer these questions. If you need to step away to tend to your store, no worries. This video stays on Facebook and you can watch it at your earliest convenience. We have a great giveaway at the end, so make sure you stay tuned. Plus, Maria, the Creative Grids coordinator, will let you in on a great opportunity that is just for you shop owners. First, let's do some shout outs, and as I mentioned last week, I have a very special shout out this week. It is my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. Love you, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Hello, Quitches Get Stitches in Texas. Hello, Angel from Halo Inspirations in Virginia. Hi, Darcy from Shades of Past in Clara City. And hello to Patchwork Garden in New York. First, before we jump right in, I want to be sure all of our customers saw the email that was sent this morning. Today, we kicked off our Memorial Day flash sale. There are super specials in the categories that are on our website, so make sure you stop by checkerdist.com and click on the banner in each category. You can also find details in our post that is on our private Facebook page. The flash sale started today and it goes for 7 days. So let's start with new books. I have 2 for Martingale. First one is Oh Happy Day. This is by Corey Yoder. She presents 10 quilt projects, each with a pillow pattern in an alternative color option. The majority of the finished quilts are lap size, with a baby quilt and a bed-size quilt to round out the pattern selection. With each project, Corey shares her secrets for arranging blocks, choosing fabrics, and just ensures that you're set up for stitching success. Oh Happy Day. In Red White Quilts 2, there are 14 quilts with everlasting appeal, and 14 of our generation's top designers share their takes on red and white quilts, ranging from vintage inspired beauties to even more modern styles. From patchwork to applique and even English paper piecing, designers including Lisa Bonjean, Kim Deal, Carrie Nelson, Camille Roskely, and Jen Kingwell offer a one-of-a-kind collection that is sure to inspire you to create legacy quilts in red and white. Red and White Quilts 2. From Hardy Grant, modern quilting highlights how traditional quilting and sewing techniques can be utilized to create contemporary items and objects for the home. Showcasing 20 stunning projects, Julius Arthur shows you the beauty of renewing textiles and materials by giving them a new life. Contemporary quilting honors the traditional process but allows you to create the rules of what you want to create. Modern Quilting. Since you are all already viewing my tabletop, let's check out this McCall's notebook set. It is tied up with twine, like a stack of sewing patterns would be. And if you just take that off, you have 3 notebooks that are featuring McCall's packaging and of the 1960s and 70s, which are just super cute. There are great graphics and slogans. And the inside, you have your blank pages that are lined. They're also sepia toned. And they are adorned with quilting motifs. So this will invite you to just journal and record anything that goes on in your daily life. And it's in a super cute and fabulous way. Lecko Workshop always has everything you need with their pattern kits. The stylish sewing caddy kit can hold and carry all of your little sewing essentials and notions. It has a wire frame that gives the bag structure, and it forms a very wide opening. And you can just zip it right back up. You even have these cute little pockets on the front and back where you can sit your little notions or, extra pair of tweezers. It is super easy to make, and it has these cute little handles on the top, and the kits come with everything, as well as all the kits I'm going to show you today from Lecko Workshop. You can also buy additional hardware, zippers, etc. separately. You don't have to buy the whole new pattern over. So this, just a great size, makes for a super great grab and go kind of accessory. Next, you're going to step out in style with the pretty double zip wristlet kit. This charming little accessory keeps all of your little essentials, your phone, your cards, lipstick, keys, and any other necessities you always need with you on the go. You have your top zipper, as well as this bonus front zipper. This would be good for like your change. And it keeps everything nice and secure, and because it's a wristlet, you are hands-free throughout the day. Next is the fun scrappy pencil case. This is also from Lecko Workshop. This has simple bouncy patchwork design. There is a hoop zipper pull. You have this cute little button tab at the end. And the compact size of this case will keep all sorts of tools gathered, your pencils, your seam rippers. It's all going to be zipped up in pretty Lecko style. Lecko also has a Year of Sewing with Nani Ori book, so you can learn to sew garments that you'll love and want to wear all throughout the year. Let's take a closer look. This is actually a follow-up to the Nani Ero Sewing Studio. There is a collection of 18 artful garments that can be enjoyed year-round. You just simply change your fabric selection or design elements. Use fleece if it's colder, cotton, in the summer and the spring. You can change your things like your sleeves, so you can customize. It has everything from simple tunics for beginner garment sewers, which would be me because I've not done one ever, but I'm sure Maria will help me. As well as more challenging designs like dresses with special details like pleats and gathers. So you will just find a bunch of stunning garments inspired and designed for showcasing beautiful textiles. You might have seen the video for these Magnum Sew Tights on our YouTube channel. They are the longest model for quickly loading quilts onto a long arm machine without straight pins or other loading mechanisms. They are now available in a 20 pack. Storage case. So I mean, here's my hand for comparison. So we have the keepsake tin. And you don't even have to keep it organized when you put it back in there. Kind of just, you know, you can see they're not organized and they still fit in there. So, and then this great container. So check out the YouTube video. It walks you through using them on your long arm machine. It's very informational. Next, if you love your sew tights, you're going to want to make the Hold Tight Folio. This was designed by Liliella Stitchery, and it is a super cute little folio to store your sew tights, the magnetic pins. You do have to buy the hardware separate, and then you will put them in the body to keep them in place. You also have a double layer of felt, which will act as a buffer and also doubles for you to be able to stick your pins and needles in, so you can keep more than just your sew tights in this cute little folio. Another new item from Sew Tights are these digits. So you have a set that is numbered 1 through 25, and you also have 25 blank ones. Now the reason for this is everybody sews a little bit differently, so some want to use numbers, you might want to use letters, or you might have different shapes you want to put on them, so you do have the option to write on them. You can reuse, remove as much as needed. You're just going to simply peel it off and stick it to the top of your sew tight. It'll help keep you organized with all your sewing projects and just keep track of when you're supposed to sew them. Behind me is Stars Around, which is powered by Quilting. This was originally published in the Love, Patchwork, and Quilting magazine, and it is now available as a standalone pattern. It is available at checker.com. So this is a 56 by 56 inch quilt, and it was specifically done in checker colors. No, I'm kidding, it wasn't. But it just worked out perfectly, and it matches really great, and you just get such a nice pop. Like, look in the intricate inside of these stars here. But so that's beautiful. Next, from Dunroven House, we have a large, and I mean large, new variety of tea towels. These are made from 100% cotton. You have multiple designs and colors, and they are 20 by 28 inches. That's a good Christmas one. Halloween. So I have even more of these, but I don't think you want to watch me flip through towels all day long. So next we're going to move over to items from Clover Needlecraft. First up is the Wonderfuse Fusible web roll. So you can use this for applique, on apparel, your quilts, your embroidery. So you can see a sample here done on a quilt. So you're going to use Wonderfuse to turn most any fabric into a fusible fabric. It is paper backed, so it will keep your fabric soft and ready to sew, and it is definitely recommended for your most delicate work. And it pairs very well with the Clover Design Pro applique mat that also comes with a handy Teflon pressing sheet to protect your iron from getting any fusible on it. Next, you probably have already heard about the Clover Hot Roller and Pressing Tool, but just released are the Hot Ruler Large and Hot Hammer Pressing Tool Square. Let's take a closer look. So you would use the hot ruler, the large size, to measure, mark, fold, and press deep hems, long hems, mitered corners, and even for your home decor. It is heat resistant, so you can press directly on the ruler. It can be used with dry or even steam, and the unique non-slip surface holds fabric in place for precise results. I wish you guys could feel this. It's actually really nice. And then measure, mark, fold, and press hems and more in one step with the Clover Hot Hemmer Pressing Tool Square. You can use it for pressing all sizes of Dresden wedges, Dresden quilt blocks, for pressing under edges of quilt block appliques, geometric appliques, for quilting, hemming, and mitered borders, and just so much more. You see they have the measurements on it. So if you want to have a 2-inch binding, just fold it over, you got your 2-inch mark here, and you would just press, because again, you can iron right on these rulers. They are iron safe. So that is a super cool feature. I have one more item from Clover today. It is the yarn guide. So this yarn guide makes yarn management a breeze. How many times can I say yarn? We should count. It's going to help keep your attention while working with multiple strands of yarn. You just insert your index finger into the yarn guide, flip the top open, placing the yarn between the guides, and then you're just going to close it and you're ready to go. Couple new items from Taylor Seville today. You can quickly and easily thread your needles with the 2-in-1 Magic Needle Threader with thread cutters. This useful tool allows you to thread your large eye needles and small eye needles without straining your eyes. It also has a built-in thread cutter on both sides for those pesky long threads. Next is the Magic Thimble. This is ideal for both left and right-handed sewists. Its flexible ridges expands for comfort and fit. The textured surface helps to maintain your grip, while the dimples and ridges along the top will help prevent the needle from slipping. This is a one-size-fits-most. You can make perfect snail trail quilt blocks every time with the Snail Trail 12-inch block foundation paper pad from It's So Emma. Shaded and numbered templates make this simple paper piecing fuss-free. Each pad will make 42 12-inch snail trail blocks, but make sure you pay close attention to the light and dark fabric placement. Also from It's So Emma, there are 3 new colorways, I just have the 2, of the Mad for Plaid Project Bag. These are essential for storing your works in progresses and supplies. They're a little bit translucent, so at a glance you can kind of see if what you're looking for is in there. And you can also stitch on the bag itself to add your own personal touch. I left this one in the packaging because I just want to show you how cute the label was and just how nice they would look on the shelf in your shop. So these are also from It's So Emma. Up next is this mini simple folded corners ruler by Lecko. This was designed for miniature enthusiasts. You can use it for base fabrics that are smaller than 4.5 inches, and that's what you'll be adding the folded corner to. You can use with any pattern calling for folded corners. It's remarkably accurate. You never need to draw a line for folded corners again. There are 7 different sizes to choose from, 1/2 inch to 3.5 inch finished folded corners, and it is for both left and right-handed trimming. Next, there's a couple new items from the Gypsy Quilter, but I'm gonna let Maria tell you all about them. I'll be back later.
Hello everyone. Part of the fun of my job is that I get to play with a lot of great tools, and since Gypsy Quilter is part of Checker, I get to have a little playtime. So we are going to be coming out with the magnetic slap band pincushion, or magnetic pincushion slap band. And if you use our slap and peels at all, it's going to do the same thing. So when I want to carry pins around on my wrist, you're just going to do that to put it on, easily take it off and straighten that band out again. The magnetic pincushion does slide on the slap, so if you need to move it around or you want to take it off because you spilled coffee on your wrist, or lint gets caught or whatever, it's very easy to replace. See the little loop back there? And I can adjust it like this if I want to. So I can put it on my wrist, or maybe I'm going to slap it around a roll of stabilizer, or maybe some paper piecing paper I've got. Maybe you're wrapping presents and you need a magnet for something for that. So many, many uses, but you're going to get a magnetic pincushion slap band. They are available for pre-order and will be here very soon. The other fun tool I've got to show you, we have the cutting mats from Creative Grid, and we're always looking for new things to add that will work together. This is going to be a cutting mat cleaner. It's got an opening for your fingers, and all you have to do is rub this nubby surface across the mat to remove any kind of lint or debris that has built up. Oh, thank you.
It's not dirty, but
I can give a demo though. If you want to switch down to the table here, here's that heart shape, which I love. It goes with the magnetic pincushion. And you're simply going to go like this. Can you hear that squeak? So those little nubs are going to grab any kind of fiber, dirt, dust, little bits of debris that might be caught on your mat. The self-healing mats are wonderful, but if you've got debris stuck in a rut, so to speak, you need something to clean it out, and this little silicone scrubber is going to do a great job with that. So those are two new things that are coming out, again, available for pre-order, and we're very excited to add some more purple and heart shapes to the line. On to the next treat for you. It's you. It's me.
I can help you.
I will take this first. Let's pile some fun quilts up here to look at.
You want them all?
I do want them all.
All right.
Why not? And then we can just move them as we talk about them. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And rulers too. Let's show the rulers quick. So a lot of you know and probably already use the trim tools that Jean Ann Wright has designed for us. I'm going to show you in the order they were created. First we have the CGR Jaw 3. This was the original pineapple trim tool. Right on the ruler it shows you a center square is cut 2.5 inches, and the strips are 1 3/4. This size is great for jelly roll strips, or maybe you're going to cut up your yardage or use your scraps to create the block. Next came the pineapple trim tool for a 4, 5, and 6 inch block. This is the mini, so it's the CGR Jaw 3 mini. This center square is 1.5 inches, and the strips are cut 1 1/4. And the newest one in the group is our 12-inch pineapple trim tool, 12-inch skinny pineapple trim tool. I'm not doing so good with my words today.
It's hard to keep it straight.
Like the others, this also has the option of a 6.5 inch, 9.5 inch, and 12.5 inch block. All three of them have got pictures of the blocks that it can create, along with grip, the white and black markings for easy viewing on any kind of fabric. The instructions that come with clearly lay out every step that you need to take to create a pineapple block. So this is a special lineup that Jean Ann helped me put together, and we're calling it the Pineapple Trunk Show. So shops can order this trunk show to come to your store for a special event, or maybe you're doing a demonstration on how to use those pineapple trim tools. Your sales reps are going to be your go-to for this, and then we're going to keep a schedule going, and it's just going to move from shop to shop. I think it's already been at 5 different shops now. So a couple times I picked it up, took it to the next place because I was going that way. Otherwise we put it in a box and ship it. So we're going to start with the quilts that are done with the original, the CGR Jaw 3. This one
It takes 2 people.
It's a little bit easier to point at things if Chessa helps me hold it.
You can just point.
So this tote bag is actually in the Pineapple Play book that Jean Ann wrote, and it's using 1 pineapple block to make the pocket. She quilted it along with batting and a piece of fabric on the back, finished that top edge with binding, and stitched it into this tote. It's a great practice piece if you just want to try it first before you love it, and it looks pretty darn cute in the summertime. Nice bright colors. Showing the cats on the inside.
I was going to. Because I'm a cat lady.
And I love the lining that she used. There's some kitty cats in there. But again, that is with the original pineapple trim tool. And it makes, is that the 10-inch or 8-inch?
Let's find out.
Let's do this. So yeah, it's an 8-inch block. So I don't think I mentioned, this one will do a 6, 8, or 10-inch pineapple block. This is an example of what the 8-inch block looks like. Next. This is also done with that same ruler. Oh. Flip my note around. Put a note on the back so I could tell you what the pattern name was as we went. There we go. Thank you. This one's called Pineapple Pizzazz. It was one of the first ones that Jean Ann wrote. She just redid it in fresh fabric, so it's a little bit more updated and modern. This is, for comparison, this is the 10-inch block. So you're going to make this tool and use all of the rounds that go in it to make those 10-inch blocks. I love how she used all different prints, so her colors are all different colors and prints, and then the light is also all different prints and slight different shades of color. It gives a great look to this quilt. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
If I grab the right corner, there was my note and everything. Again, same tool. This one's called Pineapple Salsa. And the difference in this pattern is that she's got some that start with a black square in the center, and then round 1 is a light. This block, it's a red center, and round 1 is a black. So it gives a same block, just gives it a different look. So there's all kinds of fun little features that you can point out when you show your customers to entice them to love it as much as I do.
And the ones we're showing now are cut loose press patterns.
They are. These are all cut loose press patterns.
Except for that first
The
one.
tote bag is in the book. Still written by the same designer. This one just arrived, so I'm adding it to the group. So the first few shops didn't have this one to show, but this is called Tropical Fruit. Again, it's a 10-inch block, and there's more of them, so this one's a little bit bigger. Like any pattern though, you can adjust the borders, you can adjust the numbers of blocks. The main thing is to get the instructions in their hands so that they know how to use that trim tool to make a pineapple block. This is a great summer throw too. Bright, fun, jazzy colors. Okay, for these next ones, we're going to switch to the mini tool. And if you remember, I said the center squares are 1.5 inches, the strips are 1 1/4. This is the first one that I ever bought before I worked here, and I love the little blocks with this. So I've got a couple cute little patterns to show you. We have another tote bag, and it is called Pineapple Sizzle Tote.
Guess what the inside lining is?
Meow. Kitty cats. So the fun feature about this one, do you see the 2 different center squares that she's got going on here? So this block starts with a gray, round 1 is yellow. This one starts with gold, and round 1 is the print fabric, and round 2 is the yellow. So it gives it a different look. And I'm gonna be honest, I have looked at this tote a dozen times. I was just in Ellicott City at a store, and I pulled it, I'm like, oh, you know what I never noticed before is that it's got 2 different blocks. So every time you look at something, make something, or do something, you pick up new little tricks and tips along the way. But pineapple sizzle tote, another fun summer thing. This one is called Prickly Pineapples. You will notice there are 2 different designs. Here's a traditional pineapple block. And let's see, this one is a 5-inch square. So you're going to use all but the last 2 rounds of strips to make these blocks. This is also using the pineapple trim tool, but look at this. I've got a light center. Round 1 and round 2 are print. Round 3 and 4 are the white or light. 5 and 6, 7, 8, finish with a colored corner. Isn't that cool? Same tool, same pieces, same trimming technique, but just by the placement of fabric and color, she gets this round and round effect. It looks like a pineapple upside down.
You would think it was a different ruler.
You would, but same ruler, all different looks. Thank you, Jessa. And I saved my favorite for last in this series.
It's so pretty.
This is on my I need to make one list, like so many things.
We keep adding to it.
It's called Swirly Pearly Buttons. Pull the ruler up to see what size block she made. Again, a 5-inch. This is a pineapple block, but again, the fabrics are placed differently. She starts with a yellow for all of them. Round 1 is a print on the top, print on the bottom, and white on the other 2 sides. The next round is the same thing. Print, print, white, and white. So she's dividing the 2, similar to how you make a log cabin. This is the courthouse step design. You're going to add a strip to the top and bottom of the block and then each side, and it gives that step out look to it instead of around the center like traditional log cabins. I just cannot tell you how much I love this thing, because same tool, same process, just different spots for the fabric.
And she picked really fun
Yeah,
backing.
the backing was really fun too. Really fun. Okay, so back in January, we released the 12-inch pineapple trim tool. 12-inch skinny. She can yell at me all she wants, but I'll still move the words around a little bit. 12-inch, it even says it right here.
You just can't
Skinny
read backwards.
pineapple trim tool. Well, you know, I'm excited, so I get ahead of myself a little bit. So just a reminder, these are 2-inch centers and 1.5-inch strips. They are super fun to put together. I may have gotten a little carried away when I was testing it.
A little.
I had a lot of scraps and I had a lot of fabric, and it was really fun. Really fun. So let's show you this. This one.
I have to turn the fan on today. I feel it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Hot lights. This one's called Pineapple Puzzle. So she used that tool to make a 12-inch and some 6-inch blocks. Because the math works together, she was able to border that 12-inch block with 2 of them. Here's a 3rd and 3 across, 2 more down this way, and another 12.5-inch block at the bottom. Very simple, and it gives you a taste of using that 12-inch skinny pineapple trim tool and all the orders that it goes into. Very cool.
Oh, I love this one.
This is the one I got a little carried away, but it was very fun. This one we named Pineapple Smoothies, also a cut loose press pattern.
You need like 4 people to
I
hold
know,
this one.
I know. You know, I love how the little ones are easy to transport, but when I make a quilt, I want a quilt.
I'm the
So,
same way. It's okay.
I've got 5 blocks across, 5 blocks down. This is simply using that trim tool to create the 12.5-inch or 12-inch finished blocks. And someone asked me, what does that mean, finished? Well, finished is the size after you sew it into the quilt. So when you say 12.5-inch, that's before you sew it. A 12-inch finished means that it's sewn into the quilt. So you lose your seam allowance for measurements. But I did the same thing in every block, started with a colored center. The yellow is my light, and I just mixed them all up as best I could, and I love the end result of this.
This was a lot of scraps, wasn't it?
It was all scraps.
All scraps.
Yeah, those little header cards that we get sample fabrics on. There's a jelly roll in there somewhere too that someone said I could play with. So I diced it up and sewed it up and stitched it and trimmed it and all of that. So it is very fun. If you can't tell, I love my job here. I get to talk rulers, I get to talk sewing things, talk about projects, and I have a list that's so long of things I want to make yet, just for me. This one is the same tool again. It is called Gumdrops. Isn't that fabric just adorable? It's all dots, and then dots out here. Looks like gumdrop candy, doesn't it? So this is from the 12-inch skinny pineapple trim tool, only she's made, give you a little comparison here. Okay, this is a 6-inch finished block, so the smallest version. She has yellow in all of the centers that gives it kind of a consistency, but she did this. Round 1 is light, the colors go out to the corner except for that final triangle in the colors. She used white again, and look at the effect. Here's 4 of the blocks put together. You get this secondary square outline because of those white triangles in the corners. So, same tool, same process, different coloration. And that is Gumdrops.
For those of you that might have just tuned on or didn't catch it in the beginning, we're going through items in the Pineapple Trunk Show.
Yes.
That you can talk to your sales rep.
Yep.
And get
and then
on
the reps
list.
talk to me, and we make a schedule, and all of that's a new venture for us. But I think it's a great way to promote the tools and the cut loose press patterns. There's a whole list of notions and things that go with it, because every cut loose press pattern has a little bit different recipe to it. Fabric amounts are right in the patterns, and then there's some other creative grid rulers. We of course want you to love and use our creative grid rotary cutter, the mats, etc. So this one is called Pineapple. There's my note.
It's a lot to keep track of.
Yep. Pineapples and pinwheels. Isn't this great? So the difference here is that out in those outer corners, which is right there, she put a gold triangle. So the finished triangle has got 3 parts to it, and then when you put the 4 together, it forms a pinwheel in between 4 blocks. Isn't that fun? And this one, round 1 is her color, and look at, she used blue here against that gold, and then did grays out to the edge of the block. I love what she did with this one. So lots of fun stuff.
And if you don't have a sales rep, we will put in the comments Byron's info, and you can get in touch with him, find out who your sales rep is, and all that good stuff.
And when you have questions about the projects, I'm always available with email to answer anything that you might need to know extra or just want to talk. Okay, I have 3 more to show you. These last 3, Jean Ann used these 2 rulers to make. She's calling it the Pineapple Pop-Out Technique. A couple weeks ago I was in here with the red, white, and blue tote. Tote is finished, so now you can see. And these are the 3 patterns that are written using these 2. You start with the mini and finish with the original. And I think they're pretty cool too.
We have a video coming out.
We do. So here is the tote bag. It is called Pineapple Pop-Out Tote. She did it in patriotic colors, so I mimicked her colors when I made the sample because I wanted to do the technique so I could explain it. There's 2 blocks. This one's got blue in the center, red on the outside, and if you flip it, the bag is reversible, so it starts with red and ends with blue. Both of them are quilted and then bound to form pockets, and the lining is even half and half.
And the handles.
And the handles, yeah. 1 blue, 1 red, etc. Do you have to make it this way? No. You can use whatever fabric you want to create the front and back of the bag. Use leftover blocks from some of your projects. Maybe this is a practice piece for you to get used to your new mini and original pineapple trim tool. Super cute. And that's a great size to throw a notebook, a pen, maybe some patterns. Yep, your iPad would fit in there. My laptop would fit in there. I have a small little laptop, etc. And it's quilted, so it's going to protect whatever you put in it. Here is another look at the table runner. Get ready for the name. Pineapple pop-out table runner. Here she did black in the center and red on the outside, and then alternated the next block. Yeah, however you want to hold it. And how many you got? 1, 2, 3, 5 of them. So not overwhelming, and you could use up some scraps. Maybe they're going to be lots and lots of colors, not as organized as this, but that technique is from using the mini there and blowing it out with the original to the outer edge.
Always want to like pop out behind it.
And then this, it looks like the pineapples are kind of floating. Her corner triangles are the same fabric as the border out here, so that's what's giving that jig-jag look to it. It's all part of the block, but she just used the same fabric in the corners as she did in the borders. Very cool. Thank you again.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. And last but not least, this might be the house favorite. We've all kind of drooled over this one.
Colors are just
I think it's the colors and the time of year. This is called Pineapple Pop-Out Spice. Again, beautiful summery colors. The addition in this quilt is that she put sashing and cornerstones between each block. So look what a different look that gives the quilt again. Instead of block on block where you get a design with the 4 corners, she spread it apart a little bit, put sashing and cornerstones in, and then pieced the border. So the border is scrappy, the binding is scrappy. I don't know if you can see the colors. I've got yellow to orange to purple to blue, etc. So she really used up that fabric, and I love the effect of it. It's so colorful and fun. So that very briefly is a look at the pineapple trunk show that we've put together. And I hope it will see your store soon. And that's all I have for you today. Although I could go back and tell you how much I like this and I liked that and I want the bag and I want the little notebooks. Those little notebooks, I have to tell you.
Did you already steal them?
No, I did not. Please. I think they're right here. I had this pattern in my box.
No way.
My mom was a sewer until my sister was born, and then she got busy with other things. But even this one, I had a copy of this one.
That's so cool.
So these are super special to me because I love that. I love how far we've come, and I love the look of what they did before. You know, those outfits had a lot of darts, a lot of fitted pieces. Our clothing today is not as fitted as this. Well, at least mine isn't. I don't like it fitted. But I love the old vintage patterns because this is our history, ladies and gentlemen. And I love it. And I love that old stuff anyway. And she didn't, did you show them the back?
No.
Look at the back. It's even the back of the pattern package.
It's really neat.
It's very neat. So I use stuff like this to keep a list of the projects I want to make.
You're going to need all 3 notebooks.
I might need, you know, one for this tool, one for that tool. I also sometimes write down recipes I'm taking on a retreat because we like to go and then cook while we're there. Maybe it's my own grocery list or, you know.
It's great for anything.
I think my kids are just going to shake their heads when they have to go through all my stuff later on in my life. But I love things like that to just play with and enjoy. And it's sewing related, so it's right up my alley.
It's so cool your mom had those.
It's very cool, isn't it?
That is so fun.
Yeah.
Well, to keep the fun going, are you ready to hear about our 4th week of Market Share Social Quilting Event giveaway?
Yes, please.
Oh, were you counting what week it was?
No. I'm like, I just want to, you know, I want to touch it. I want to sign up for it.
Well, we put it over there, so.
Okay. I'm out of your face.
Well, if you want to grab the clover.
The clover.
Yes.
I will grab the
A
clover.
bundle of all of the clover items that we have shown during Market Share for the past 4 weeks. That includes the Wonderfuse Fusible web that I showed you today in this roll. It includes the Applefuse mat, or the Pro Design applique mat. That includes your Teflon sheet. That was on the stand. You got your hot ruler, your hot hem mirror, your yarn guide, your punch needle tool, but not the hoop because I used it to learn how to teach myself how to do it. But their instructions on all of their items are so great. They also have videos, but I was able to just read the instructions and figure it out. It was super awesome. The fabric tube maker, so that is over $170 retail. So a big thank you to Clover for this week's market share giveaway. You guys know the 2 simple rules. You must be a Checker customer and you must be a member of Checker's private Facebook group. We will post a link to that in the comments, as well as in a little while we will post the instructions to the private group of how to enter. You will need your shop name and location, plus you need to like the post. If you're not a member, like I said, we're going to post the link in the description and you'll be able to join. And no worries, because you will have until this coming Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is May 27th, to register to win this giveaway. Good luck. I know Sasha's scrolling to see if we have any comments.
No questions?
Oh, we just explain things too good. That's what it is. Well, then I want to do a quick reminder of our Memorial Day flash sale. There are super specials in all of the categories, so stop by checkerdisc.com and click on the banner in each category. You can also find details in a post on our private Facebook page, as well as we did send out an email earlier in the day. The flash sale starts today and is for 7 days only. If we happen to miss your question, we will reply, or if you watch later, feel free to comment because we do monitor this video. May is traditionally when Quilt Market takes place, but no worries because we have one more Wednesday in our market share event specials and to virtually share with you more of the newest sewing and quilting notions, as well as fabrics that will help your business grow. Plus, as always, we have super special giveaways. So I'll be live next Wednesday, June 1st at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, I think we're daylight. I don't know, I said it a couple different ways. I'm not good at keeping track of that. I'm sorry. At 1:30 Eastern Time. Can I just say Eastern Time? That works. All right. I will see you here on Facebook for our final Market Share Live. It's a social quilting event just for you. See you then, and thanks for being a Checker customer. I'm going to turn on my fan now because I'm hot.